Saying hi from a new country. We are in Armenia, in Yerevan, the capital city of Armenia, here in the Caucasus region. We got here from Tbilisi today through the Marshutka, which took about 6 hours, give or take, because of some problems at the border. When they saw my passport, an Australian passport, they were like, "Do you have a visa?" Blah blah blah. But I don't need a visa according to their website online. Took a while to get that translated, had to step aside for a little bit, but we got through in the end. They let me in the country, and now we're in Armenia. Don't know how long we're going to stay in Yerevan, but it looks like a nice city so far, so decided to explore and take you along the journey. So as you know, on this channel we try to give you the most local and authentic experiences. That's what we strive to do for you guys. So today I'm going to hit up one of the most famous Armenian restaurants that I've found. It serves local delicacy and it's very famous here in Armenia, so I'm here to try it out and see what all the fuss is about. Of course, I'm talking about none other than the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Let's go check it out. There we go. Armenian KFC. Try number one. Got ourselves a nice little cheeseburger here. Let's test it out. Alright, we got our cheeseburger. Look at that. Never had a cheeseburger in KFC before, so let's try this out. I don't know how to feel about this. It doesn't taste like a cheeseburger, but the chips are okay. The Coke is cold, so but it's sticking hot here in Armenia. It's like 39 degrees here in the summertime, so it's midsummer, so the weather is quite crazy. My first meal here in Armenia is officially KFC, so that's a tradition, I think. Every time I go to a new country, I have to try the KFC. Review, not the best, not the worst. Pork is cold, which is all I need. Chicken bites aren't bad, so I'm happy. It's been a long day today at the bus traveling here to Yerevan, so I'm going to cap today off here. We're going to resume the video tomorrow when I wake up, but I just got to show you what this central area looks like here in Yerevan. It's actually quite cool. A lot of people walking around. All the this is the happening place here in Yerevan, so it's kind of cool. But I think I'm just going to have a head to bed and see you again tomorrow on the video. Saying hi from Yerevan, Armenia today, and we are exploring Kovirap, one of the oldest temples here in Armenia. This is where the first Armenian king was converted to Christianity. So it's one of the most important sites here in Armenia. It's quite hot. It's like Armenia is like a dry, arid desert, and the weather's into the high 30s, almost 40. But it's worth it. So Mount Ararat is also a site of great importance for Christians because it was the site where Noah's Ark has supposedly docked, and at the top of the mountain there is a remnant of a little boat that could have been Noah's Ark. So if you want to climb it, you got to go up to Turkey. You got to go to Turkey because it's inaccessible from Armenia due to the this is Yerevan Monastery, this is where the first king of Armenia was converted to Christianity from paganism. So this holds a very important role in Armenia's history. As you can see, the monastery is very old. As with the rest of Armenia, Yerevan is actually one of the oldest cities in the world, and it's older than Rome. It's about 3,000 years old. And yeah. And what I'm about to show you is probably one of the most Armenian things you could see. As you know, there's already a church next to me. And here is a Lada, one of the Soviet Republic's many inventions. A Lada, the church, and Mount Ararat. Welcome to Armenia. Armenia has been very nice so far. We got here yesterday through a minivan in Tbilisi, but everyone's been lovely. A lot of KFC, but there's also a lot of barbecue, which is something I really love, and quite happy about the food in that scenario. But I think I'm gonna stay here for about 2 or 3 days, explore what the country has to offer. Armenia is a very unknown country, especially from people from Australia. So I want to show you people back home what it's like to go to Armenia, which is obviously a former Soviet republic, and it's been through a lot of conflict because of its location. It's next to Azerbaijan to the east, Iran to the south, Turkey to the west, and Georgia to the north. So that's 3 big empires that's trying to conquer one small piece of land who's not rich in any natural resources. That's why Armenia, some would say, is still not developed, because of the war, and its conflict with Azerbaijan has recently erupted again with border disputes. So overland crossings between Armenia and Azerbaijan is not possible. This is an Armenian gas station. Just thought you'd like to see. It's always good to see different types of services in different countries. And we are here in the town of Gumri. So we're in Gumri temple. Cost about €3 to enter. And what they have here is a remnant of the ancient Greek-Roman structure, which resembles the Pantheon in Greece. It's one of the civilizations that occupied Armenia back in the day. And it's quite a good. So these ruins were destroyed a few thousand years ago, but it was reconstructed 300 years ago with the original materials. This is just another example of why Armenia has such an unstable history, is because of the presence of many different empires trying to conquer it. This is the Greek-Roman Empire, and the Persians have tried to invade, but the Russians were successful. Obviously the Soviet Union occupation before they gained independence. Very nicely rebuilt. You can see the original structure still exists. Inside the actual temple though, there's nothing special inside. Obviously it's a very small one, but this is just remnants of the Eastern Roman civilization. Obviously not as spectacular as the ruins in Italy or Greece. They're still worth a visit. And for our third stop of this trip is Geghard Monastery. Geghard, I'm not sure what that means, but it's a church. And there's actually a lot of church souvenirs, but it's located deep in the mountains and looks insanely beautiful. Along with all the other churches that we checked out today, this has been obviously sacked by a lot of empires, as with all of Armenia's history. So this church used to be pre-pagan, and then it was taken by the Arabs and it's been taken by the Christians, so now it's a Christian residence, but it's nestled in the mountains. It's quite beautiful. It's under construction at the moment, but entry is free, and it's just one of the many churches that you can visit here in Armenia. And good morning from Yerevan city here in Armenia. So starting the day off today with a little bit of walk. Gonna go check out the Cascade complex, which is only down the road from a hostel. It's one of the most famous spots here in Yerevan, so we'll go check it out. I do have a bus going back to Tbilisi in about 2.5 hours, so we'll go see if we can check out more spots. But let's go check out the Cascades. Some statues. Wonder who that guy is, but now there's a bit of a walk to the top. I think I would call this a hike. I think there's like 400 steps, 500 steps to the top, but apparently it has one of the best views in Armenia, so let's have a go look. What surprised me about Armenia and Yerevan as a city is that how mixed it is. It's quite modern at one end, like the main entrance, the main area is very, very modern, but when you get up here you can see all the Soviet era apartment blocks, and half the city is just full of Soviet apartment blocks and half is modern. So it's quite a contrast of architectures and history, but I think it's what makes it so quirky and interesting. Sort of fountains in this city, just like this one. And that is the end of our Armenia video. I'm going to end the video here. We've done a lot here in Armenia in the short time we've been. We've explored the city. We've checked out all the monasteries and seen the famous Mount Ararat. But it's been a good time, Armenia. See you next time.